Jags, it's me, Miss Solomon, your principal, back with day 3 of our student handbook announcement updates. Today is a short day, it's Wednesday, which means we have all of our class periods and then reteach and enrich and lunch, or lunch, then reteach and enrich, and dismissal is at 1:50. Please check the schedule early to make sure that you know where you're going each day, because Wednesdays do tend to trip people up just because they are different. A couple reminders from earlier in the week that I forgot to mention. Regarding attendance, if you are late arriving to school, your parent or guardian must get out of the car and walk to the front office with you and sign you in late with their photo ID, with their driver's license or other ID. They can't just drop you off at the curb at 9 o'clock after a dentist appointment and then you come into the office by yourself. Shoes. When I was discussing dress code, I failed to mention shoes. Shoes must have a hard sole and a back strap. That is for your safety, so no slippers, no slides, no flip-flops, or anything of the like. If you have Crocs, you need to have that back strap on in sport mode. It is a school safety issue, and I know it's not always fun, but you know, you're here for 7 hours a day, you can wear whatever shoe you want when you leave. Also, school shirts must be in dress code under your hoodie or jacket. So don't just throw on a tank top or some kind of a white no collar t-shirt under your hoodie, because you never know, that hoodie could get ripped or stained, or you might just get warm and want to take it off, and you have to have a school dress code shirt under it. The monitors and aides at the gates will be checking that you have some type of collared shirt, you need to hold it up, or they'll be checking that you have a spirit shirt on under whatever jacket or hoodie you're wearing each day. Homeschool communication. Talk to your teachers. Ask questions if you don't know something or you're confused. Make sure you and your parents are set up with the PowerSchool portal on your phones or on your computers, so that you and they can access your grades and help you out. That's the easiest way to keep track of what's been turned in, what you scored on it, and if you need to make something up or retake something. Please check your email, your school email address, and your teacher's Google Classrooms often. Updates sent by email are usually also posted to our school Facebook page, so like our school Facebook page. We also recently got an Instagram account, and it's linked to our Parent Square messages here at school. So if we send a message with no image, it's not going to show up as much on Instagram. But if we send a flyer out that talks about, an out of dress code day or school spirit week and themes by day, you can find that on our SMS Instagram and on our Facebook. It'll also be on the video announcements that our digital media students create that are shown every day, and those are on YouTube if you ever missed them and want to go back and see them. So be watching the daily video announcements, be checking social media, read your emails. It's important for you to stay up to date, and if you are absent, it is your responsibility to find out what you missed. And so it's not on your parents all the time anymore in middle school. You have a responsibility now as a middle schooler to keep informed and know what's going on. Grade level grading norms. Your teachers have created grade level grading norms in your core classes, which is math, science, language arts, and social studies. Your elective teachers have created grading norms in their teams, such as the music team or the technology team. Some teachers only teach that subject, like art or Spanish or PE, and they've created their own grading norms. It is in your teacher's syllabus. It is posted in our student handbook. If you ever have questions about how you're graded or why you're graded a certain way, please ask your teacher. It's important to know that you're graded a certain way and how some assignments, like tests and quizzes, probably weigh more in your grade than homework or classwork. So it's important to recognize that grading is on the letter grade in middle school, A, B, C, D, F, not 1, 2, 3, 4 like in elementary school. School spirit. There's going to be lots of information forthcoming on the video announcements about spirit days, pep rallies, dances or socials, any other out of dress code day or any other fun activity we have going on, like awards assemblies. You will find out about that on the video announcements. We're excited to offer recognition events to our students and also add more school spirit activities this year. Many thanks to Student Council for planning a lot of these activities. They are a big part of our school campus and our school spirit. Clubs. It's important to get involved in a club, a sport, an activity, something that connects you to SMS. It builds a sense of belonging, and it correlates to better grades, attendance, and behavior. We have several clubs that already exist, like Wrestling Club, Kindness Club, Garden Club, Music Club, PBIS, but any club that a student expressed an interest in can come into fruition. All you need to do is find a staff sponsor who's willing to host your club and hold the meetings in their room or in the library, and then you can become a club. You don't have to fundraise to be a club. Some clubs do fundraise, but if you're a group of kids who just likes to play chess, you can start chess club. All you need is a staff sponsor and a place to meet. Attendance at after-school sports. Again, as I mentioned earlier this week, activity buses are for students who play sports and students who take part of the free after-school tutoring and enrichment program called Excel 2, which should start somewhere in the 3rd week or 4th week of August. It is important that if you want to stay after school to watch school sports, that you have a parent with you, sitting beside you in the bleachers. Not a friend's parent, your parent, because they are your way of getting home and they're responsible for your behavior. We don't have, unfortunately, a way to pay staff members to supervise spectators at sporting events like they do in high school. So any people who attend sporting events need to be with their parents. Then they have a ride home. The activity buses are limited and we just don't have enough space for spectators to ride home on those activity buses. So we hope the Jags have a great season this year. We have upcoming Q1 sports for football, cheer, cross country, and volleyball, and we are super excited for them. We will be advertising on the announcements our school's records if we win. You know, we'll be sure to put a shout out there for them. And we do hope that you and your parents can attend some of those after school sports that we host at home at SMS. Substitute behavior. At times during the year, it'll be necessary for your teacher to be absent, whether they're ill or have another commitment, or maybe they're at a staff training for school. When they are absent, it is expected that you treat the subs better than you would normally treat your teacher because they don't know you, they're not employees here at SMS, they are trying to follow your teacher's lesson plans to the best of their ability, and we want the best behavior possible. This helps subs want to return to SMS. And just like there's a teacher shortage, there is a substitute shortage. And if subs are not treated with dignity and respect when they are on our campus, they are not going to want to return to our campus. So it is important that we treat them that way. Please make sure that you know the subs will be collecting the work that your teacher leaves for you. And they will be making notes about your behavior individually and as a class for your teacher at the end of the day. And your teacher will be dealing with any issues related to incomplete work or misbehavior, and there could be consequences for that. So the best rule is to always treat a sub better than you would treat anybody else. They have a hard job. Again, the subs are guests on our campus, and they are here to help us out. They don't need to be here. They can sub at any school, and we want them here. With that, I will turn it over to Ms. Dahl for more announcements.
Welcome back, Jaguars. Again, it's your assistant principal, Mrs. Dahl. Now, I'm going to continue on talking about some of the things from our student handbook. This next one, I'm going to talk about discipline. There are many levels of consequences for major behaviors, from office counseling, lunch detention, in-school detention, in-school suspension, to out-of-school suspension. And these are the things that we, Ms. Silman and myself, really do not want to do. So we want to make sure that you are making positive choices here at Sarita Middle School. But if you do choose to commit a major behavior, you will have to come in and have a conversation with Ms. Silman or myself. Some examples of major behaviors could be, but not limited to, defiance, disrespect, or disruption in class. Some other examples are abusive language, major physical contact, vandalism, possession of illegal items, technology violation, or stealing, which those things are not great, and we do not want them happening here at Sarita Middle School. So let's make sure we all work together, set high expectations of ourselves, and make sure to roar. All right, the next thing that I want to talk to you Jaguars about is about our security cameras. Just so you know, these security cameras are placed all around campus and are being recorded in all public areas while you are on campus. Buses also have cameras and have good quality audio and recording. So we can catch behaviors that are happening when reported to us, or we can walk in and see, go back to the videos and watch what's happening to find out the details of every situation. Remember that riding the bus is a privilege, not a right, and bus referrals can result in suspension off the bus, which can cause a hardship for your families. As for visitors on campus, when parents come onto campus, they need to arrange it with the administration and will be given a visitor badge. Students from other schools, including friends and family members, such as siblings and cousins, are not allowed on campus during the school day. Now, here's a fun one: gifts or other deliveries that might happen on campus. Please remember, it is recommended that you exchange your gifts with friends for special events outside of school. Gifts brought or delivered to campus will be stopped at the front gate and held in the front office until the end of the day. Also, flowers and balloons are not allowed on the bus and will need to be picked up by your parent. If your parent does drop off food for you in the front office, it will be held up in there till the lunch period. So please do not order DoorDash or Uber Eats or any other food service. Just as a reminder that we now have Chromebooks in every one of our classrooms, but we are going to be held responsible for the things that happen on these Chromebooks. So you will be assigned a Chromebook in each one of your classes. As we go about, please remember these helpful hints: that to always keep it on a flat surface, don't pile heavy things on top of it, make sure to keep food and drinks away, and make sure your hands are clean. Always be careful when carrying it around the classroom. Make sure it is closed and you're using 2 hands. The most important one is to remember to tell your teacher right away if you see that there is damage to your Chromebook at the beginning of class or when you start using it, or if it breaks anytime while you are using it. Also, remember to stay on approved websites, keep your passwords private, and be responsible and listen to your teacher's expectations while using these Chromebooks. As we come to the close of day 3, Wednesday, please remember to be kind, let's roar, and let's make it a great year.